Hi, it's Kane Hodder, Jason from Friday the 13th. You're watching Slash and Cast. Keep watching, or I'll kill you and your whole family.
What's going on, horror fans? Welcome back to another episode of Slash Cast. My name is Riley, that is Griffin, and that is Nick. Before we dive into things, make sure you check out our streams. We're 2 weeks away from 2 streams a day. That's like 6 hours a day of streams, okay? Which means you got to be involved. Yeah. We need you. So turn notifications on so you don't miss a video or stream in the future. Little Mad Podcast. If you don't know what it is, we've only announced it, I think, publicly one time. Like, really, that was it.
Yeah.
And it was before an episode of Slash Cast. Little Mad Podcast is a podcast that covers everything. It's a chill podcast. But we expected it to premiere on June 9th. Due to us being too excited and can't wait any longer, we're going to go May 19th. So we're ready to go. So that's what we're going to do. All right. May 19th on twitch.tv/LittleMadPodcast. Be there. Also come the next day on YouTube. But that's not as fun.
True.
You want to be for the live show. All right?
Interaction.
It's all about that. We have some special surprises coming for that as well. So other than that, all links you need in the description. Twitter, Facebook, Discord, Reddit. Sponsoring. Everything. Including the website. Merchandise. It's going up there. All right. Let's move on to our news, huh? Friday the 13th, the game. Okay. First of all, the website did update this week, and we were content creators of the week for the second time. This is good. We were, we may not have been the first content creators of the week, but we now are 2-time champs. No, seriously, that's a huge honor to us. We work really hard at what we do, and to be noticed by the guys we make videos for, that's an honor. So
thanks for that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you for that.
With that, okay, this week we had actually last week we had Rain on Xbox. We didn't even make a video on it. It was so didn't matter that we just like
It would have been a 30-second video
right.
with intros.
I feel like we've talked about Rain on Xbox like on 6 different occasions.
Well, I mean, we talked about it
It's
being
like
gone.
Rain's off, Rain's out, Rain on.
Yeah. So, yeah, luckily, we are going to be getting Rain back on Xbox. Thank God.
Oh,
I've missed it so much.
yeah. We don't play much Xbox, so the news was, for most people, like, if you don't play Xbox, it really didn't mean anything to you, which is why some people were upset and they just kind of bitched about it for no reason, really. It's just like, guys, this should be a sign that the updates were towards the end here because they're throwing out little news, right? So, hey, Rain coming to Xbox. That's all I really got to say about it. Update coming soon. So this week, instead of dropping new news, like more things coming in the update, they expanded on stuff we already know about. So we dove into Skull objectives. Skull objectives are, of course, objectives that you have in single-player challenges. One of them being having no survivors, killing everybody in that challenge. Undetected, going undetected, which people are confused by this. It's like, how do you go undetected when you're killing people? It's like, you stalk, sneak up on them.
Right.
The point is just don't go balls to the wall and wreck them all.
Slash.
I mean, you can.
Don't slash.
As much fun as that is.
Well, you can do that. You just won't get that skull objective.
You gotta finesse.
In my eyes, you can do whatever the hell you want in these skull objectives. Like for that first car one, right? Like you could totally just
charge.
You could let them go.
You can let them drive away.
They can fix the car.
And if you're undetected, you might get the undetected thing. Right. Maybe. We don't know. You could walk up to...
You would fail. So, like,
I think you might fail.
At what point do you fail? Is it just if you because you have to get 2 of them. We know that for a fact that you have to, in order to unlock the next skull object or the next single player challenge, you have to complete 2 of the skull objectives from the previous one. So everybody starts the first one, and then you have to get 2 skull objectives, and then move on to the next one. Obviously, if you let them go, you're not going to have enough XP, and you won't have the no survivors one.
Yeah, you could get undetected.
But you couldn't get undetected.
Yeah. You could walk up in that first objective or single player challenge that we saw. You could walk up, slash Bugsy while he's taking a pee, then walk over to Adam and slash him. You wouldn't get undetected, but you would get no survivors. I don't know about X. You probably wouldn't get XP.
I wonder how picky that undetected is. Like how. So like if let's say instead of doing a special kill, I grab him. And now he's looking at me. He's in my hand.
And he's making noise.
Right. As long as he doesn't break out, do I still get undetected?
Right.
I think it'd have to be that.
I don't know.
Or if they don't scream, you can't let them scream to detect the other person.
Yeah, and then how if Bugsy, if you do get detected, and does Bugsy try to run away? Like, let's say if I try to kill Adam at that time, and Bugsy heard it, does he run away now? And then I had to go into a chase with him.
Turn into offline bots.
Kinda.
He grabs a bat and just starts trolling you.
I'm just kind of curious,
Right.
how they go about that.
It's going to be single player challenges are going to be super, super fun.
Yeah.
Especially if you're fans of the films.
I tell you, for people have been asking us what we're gonna do in terms of how we're gonna cover it right away. The first thing we're gonna do is the first single player challenge, and then we're gonna show every possible outcome that we can make happen.
Right.
Killing Adam first, killing Bugsy first, blah blah blah. I'm gonna try doing that for every single challenge.
Detected, non-detected for each, stuff like that.
Yeah. So you should probably should check it out.
That's why you turned the bell on.
Exactly. Now, other than that, we do know there's 3 skull objectives, and that we know at the end of every challenge you'll see which ones you got and which ones you didn't get. So
yeah.
So other than the skull objectives, we know that we're also getting 30 emotes, as they have confirmed 10 challenges. Everyone's asked about that. Also, people have been complaining about the idea of 10 challenges, and I just kind of want to give some clarification on that.
All this time,
And you only made 10
you only made 10 challenges?
I think where some of that frustration comes from is people only seeing the first challenge because Daniel played through that one.
Right.
I guarantee some of these challenges are super hard and you're going to struggle with them, okay? Which means that's going to be a longer playthrough. And I also guarantee that some of them are very long and very expanded. So
Yeah.
it'll be okay.
I bet you're playing through a decent chunk of, repeating some scenes in movies. And it's probably going to get intense.
And like I said before, when we're going to cover the first challenge, there's so many outcomes
Right.
that you could change it along the way. I'm going to go back. If you've ever played anything, what is that game? I'm forgetting, with the butterfly effect, the horror game.
Oh no, don't remember.
Don't remember. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I'm talking about, the PS4 game. You know what I'm talking
I know
about.
what
It's
you're
going to come
talking
to me in the middle
about.
of it.
It's
But
like a zombie movie, correct? Or game.
it's like a slasher film.
Right.
God, why right now? Just don't worry about the title. It'll come to me in the middle of this. But in that game, you make decisions, and there's a butterfly effect. Across as you go, killers die. Until dawn. Boom! Told you it would come to me in the middle of it.
That's the name.
Until dawn. So you make decisions, and every decision you make has a different decision.
Yeah.
There's a way to save everybody, but I let everybody die because I fucking suck at that game. I played through it 3 times, and I just can't save everybody. That's a trophy itself. So that's how I expect single-player challenges to go. There's just a butterfly effect and how you decide to go about it.
Yeah.
So 10 challenges,
That's a lot. And if you're just playing through one time, not changing the outcome, are you really doing it right?
you're not
Are
doing it right.
you really taking advantage of what they did?
Right.
People, also, I don't think you'd be bored. Because, if you could play offline bots all the time, I feel like you can play single-player challenges all the time.
Right. And you're gonna have more fun if you're a fan of the franchise, a fan of the films.
Of course.
If you don't know anything about the Friday the 13th franchise, you just picked up a game about killing, you're still going to have fun.
Yeah.
You're not going to sit there and say, well, you can't sit there right now and say, it's not going to be fun. You haven't played them.
Yeah, it's not fair right now. We're
Listen,
stuck
we
at
know you like to complain.
we're stuck at a point where there was a beginning to this game that was frustrating, and people got frustrated. Now, even though Gun Media is being smart about things, and Alphonse being smart about things, we still look for things to complain about because of the past that they've given us, right? And that's where I try to understand people's frustration, and I try to hey, just hear me out, guy. But most of the time, people they're just looking for a reason to hate,
and they will not change their opinion.
right?
We could sit there and tell them that the sky is blue, and they will argue that the sky is green forever. They will not give up.
Yeah.
And at some point, you just got to stop.
Yeah, that was my whole point. Is just once again, as always, just remain calm. All right. So with that announcement of single player challenges and them being 10, we know there's 3 objectives per challenge. That's 30 objectives. Each objective you complete, you get an emote.
That's a lot.
All right, an emote for your counselor. There's male and female variants, but they're pretty much going to be the same thing across the board. There's 30 of them. They gave us the names for them. We already did a video on it, so if you want to see all 30 names, just go check out that video. But there's 4 we want to talk about. 2 of those being the Mia and the Vincent from Pulp Fiction. It's got to be Pulp Fiction. There's no other way.
I had to watch Pulp Fiction the next day after they announced this. Oh man, I can't wait to use those. Those are I'm sorry, LaChapa's gonna have to get rid of Slow Boogie for the Vincent.
Well, there's a bunch of emotes.
Yeah.
So you could.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be. Those are what I'm most excited for.
Yeah, I think. Give me 2 days with the new update, and I think all my emotes are gonna be unlocked emotes. So
Yeah.
all those dancing ones are going away. Sorry.
Yeah.
After that, there's the flip off. It looks like we're finally gonna be able to toss the middle finger at
Thank
people.
God.
Yeah, thank God.
I hope it's aggressive, like not just like.
It should be. I don't know. It would be funny. It was just, just something like that. Now, other than that, there's the Bel Air. That was the other one we're excited about. It's got to be the Carlton. Which, by the way, the second I unlock that, it's not unused. I'm dropping the video on Twitter. Just get ready for it. It's gonna happen.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get we're gonna get 8 of us or 7 of us. We're going in the game, and we're doing the Carlton to. It's not unusual. We're doing that. That's pretty much what we got in terms of details on more news. The other thing we need to talk about is when it's coming out. They gave us a big status report, and basically the whole point of it was to say it's not coming in April, which by now I think you should kind of guess that.
Yeah.
So the reason this announcement is so bad is because people don't listen.
Right.
They made it very clear that it's April at the earliest.
Which by a dictionary definition, earliest means not to come before. So earliest of April means the update was not going to come before April. That does not equal update is coming in April.
Yeah.
I say it every day of my entire fucking life. And people, again, you will not listen and change what you think. Why are you setting yourself up for disappointment? Why are you disappointing yourself when you say, fuck gun media, you lying sons of bitches, the update isn't coming out in April. You said April.
Yeah. You basically,
You picked one word.
there's a learning experience here.
Yeah.
Okay,
Don't be dumb.
You literally took one word out of that
Listen,
whole thing and said, April game!
It was a three-letter sentence. Earliest is April, and you just said April. You said April.
Okay. Listen, I like to be the middleman in these situations. I get frustration.
You can be upset.
We've come very, we've gotten used to delays.
Yeah.
And the problem, this is not a delay.
Right.
It's not a delay because they said earliest is April.
Right.
And I, honestly, God, if they didn't hit April or 13th, I wouldn't even want it in April. That's just kind of how it is.
Yeah.
So, we set ourselves up for failure. If you were like, oh, if it's not gonna be April 13th, this is okay, Riley, calm down. It's okay, dude. There's certain. Once again, I'm not gonna say any names, but there's a lot of people that cover this game across all social media platforms and are really good news outlets for it. But when those news outlets decide to put update coming in April, update coming April 13th,
What's in the April update?
Yes. Oh, don't say that. God, we've been so clear. Make sure we don't say anything about an April update because it may not come in April,
and it isn't.
Didn't. And now you're brokenhearted.
Right now you're getting upset for the wrong reasons. Yes, you can be upset that it's not coming in April, but you should have never expected it to be April.
Well, I mean, you could get your hopes up for April.
You should have expected April at the earliest.
I don't know. A lot of the disappointment that comes surrounding this game comes from people that just kind of set themselves up to expect things. If you were expecting April, now you're let down. You hate gun media again. If you were expecting these leaked things that keep coming out and you're not getting them, you get let down for those things, right? Just
that's a whole nother path.
Well, it is. That's the point. Like, if you set yourself up for something and that's not what you get, you are disappointed when you don't get it.
And it's your fault. It's not gun media's fault that you can't read.
I can't read.
It's not gun media's fault that they have been more than clear. They have posted every Thursday since February and have never once said the update is coming in April. The update is coming Friday, April 13th. Not fucking once.
Yeah. No, Daniel, because Daniel's one responsible for all that, and I say this on Twitter all the time. There was a point where communication within gun media was very weak, right?
Yeah.
It was practically non-existent.
They didn't tweet for months.
Right.
But do you want that?
I understand there's some frustration today, and there's some things that Gun Media still needs to fix, and there's a lot of things that Alphonic still needs to fix. The thing is, though, in terms of communications and relaying things to us, Daniel has been very good at it. Yep. I don't think we should ever be frustrated with that kind of communication anymore. Dude, he even responds to 150 DMs a day.
Yeah, even going into our Discord and streams, answering questions that he doesn't have to.
He comes into our streams and starts answering the questions before we can answer it. It makes our lives a lot easier.
Yeah, we just sit there
but that's at 10 o'clock at night. He's doing that just because.
Yeah, it's not work. He's just that guy.
Right. So
there's just always a reason to bitch, right? Okay, for example, people they got very used to having Thursday updates and Thursday news. So when that Xbox update come out, everyone's like, "Oh, what a disappointment! This fucking sucks!" It's not their job to give you those updates on Thursdays.
You are not entitled to anything from Gun Media. You are not entitled to shit.
They could literally just say, "Oh, you guys want to be assholes, huh?"
They could have been silent the last.
They could have done what they did with the small maps. We had no information on those. It was boom, hey, they're coming out next week. After 2 months of not tweeting. Boom, hey, this shit's coming. Would you rather have that? Honestly, would you rather have that, or would you rather be teased and excited and get hyped at what's about to come? Again, there are some people that don't give a fuck about this game. They just want to play. And also, there are people that don't give a fuck about this game and just want to complain.
Yeah, people don't even play anymore.
Yeah, people...
You know what I hate? One of the biggest pet peeves that we get is saying it's a dead game. It's like, if it's a dead game, one, quit fucking commenting it's a dead game because you're still watching the videos about the game, so quit fucking watching videos if it's a dead game. If you think it's dead, then leave it behind. Fuck off.
I'm not triggered. I'm just...
you're pretty triggered.
I'm not triggered. I'm just saying...
I read your replies on those comments, all right?
I'm just saying,
If you're ever wondering who's replying...
If it says dead game and there's a reply, it's not me.
I mean, at some point, you just... Listen, I reply to people because I love this game, and I want people to understand that they're wrong. If people... No.
I'm sorry. Just keep going. I'm listening.
I'm saying, people are a lot of people are misinformed. And, 50, 60% of the people that I reply to, they go, oh, okay, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
And then there are some people that, again, they just don't change their mind, and then you just...
And then you give up. You're fat.
Yeah, and then...
Every goddamn time. How do they know?
Yeah, so... Yeah, you can't win with some of these people. Again, 60% of the comments I reply to, they're just misinformed. They're misinformed, and they are open to changing their opinion.
Yeah.
Because what they were saying was either incorrect.
There's some good people in this world, all right?
Exactly.
You're going to learn today.
I do have one more thing I want to talk about because I think it's really important to discuss it. This was from last week, and we didn't get a chance to talk about it, but the before and after footage.
Yes.
So they dropped a video that showed Xbox, PS4, and PC before and after the engine upgrade, okay? And a lot of people are just like, it's darker. I see nothing different. I get that point. I get that point of view. And yes, it's darker. That was one of the positive things that came from it. I like it being darker. First of all, this is really, really important because the engine upgrade has nothing to do with improving graphics as it does dropping in dedicated servers.
It does improve graphics a little bit.
Yeah.
But that wasn't the reason they did it. The reason they did it was for dedicated servers on console.
Right.
And 2, YouTube destroys darkness in videos.
Yeah.
So that's another thing. It's too dark. It's actually darker than you think because YouTube, it's actually lighter than you think because YouTube just fucks up dark colors.
Yeah. And also, since it was a smaller image, that made it worse for it too.
Yes.
It is darker, yes. Jason speeds a little bit faster, yes. There's more going on there than you realize, but like I said, it's not meant to improve graphics. It's not the point. That's just something that's naturally coming because of it. The engine upgrade has nothing to do with trying to increase graphic quality.
Right.
All right. That's not the point of the engine upgrade.
Right.
But what did come of it, if you look closely, I think Paul Phoenix actually has a pretty good video on this. He did say he didn't really understand the point if this is all we're doing improving. There's no point in really doing the engine upgrade. But like I said, it's not about graphic content. But Paul had a really good video because he understands game development and was able to break down some of the things in there. One, the glare on the weapon, the glare you see from flashlights, that's going to be taken out drastically. It's going to look way more natural. The wet clothing will look way more natural. Wet skin will look more natural.
Yeah.
It's a real bitch when a flashlight's shining up the road and you can't fucking see. It's just all white. And like, Jesus, that's going away. Like, the engine upgrade should fix that. It should be way more natural. So, like, those are things you said, like little improvements.
Right.
You're not.
They did not upgrade the engine for graphical improvement.
Nope.
Yeah.
They upgraded the engine to get consoles dedicated servers, which always was priority number one.
So everybody's happy.
On that video that we covered it, I put a pinned comment trying to explain that. It's like, this isn't about the graphics. Honest to God, they probably shouldn't even have done it before and after. Because then it makes you seem like, oh, there is a graphic change. But there's not. But people were begging for one, so they answered and they did it.
Right.
But, like, that's not what it's about.
It's unfortunate that people are asking for it and then they get pissed off by it.
Right. You know.
Shake my head.
Shaking my head.
SMH. You know.
SMH, motherfucker.
And then people make the argument, this should have been priority number one. Well, guess what? It is and always has been priority number one. The engine upgrade is necessary, 100% necessary to get dedicated servers on consoles. They cannot release any of this content before the engine upgrade patch comes.
Also, people complain about Grendel and Uber not being in this update. Like,
never was.
You can't have the engine. You can't do Grendel until the engine's done because Grendel has to be moved to that engine too.
Correct.
What a
maybe people quit leaking shit from it.
Again, people are just just misinformed at the moment. We probably just informed a decent chunk of people. That's the reason why Grendel and Uber are not coming in this update. You may not have known that. You're welcome.
It's just there's so much information going out, and a lot of people where they get their information comes from a completely different source in gun media or like us or Agility or whatever other content creators are out there that are covering this game. Yeah. If you're outside of like that box, there's a chance you're getting the wrong information.
If you're reading comments, most of the time it's people just making shit up.
If you're on the forums, relax. Don't listen to shit on the forums. Because 99% of the time, unless it's from Daniel West, blah, 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 it's bullshit.
Now, listen, there are good creators, with less than, I'd say 5,000 subs.
Oh, there's some great ones.
There's some great ones. But.
Well, Anthony D is a good one.
Right. But just be careful when you're watching videos. When you're watching videos, check other content creators as well. Make sure that their information lines up. And if they don't line up, ask in the comments of both videos or 3 videos or 10 videos that you watch, and just make sure you have all the information possible to make sure that who's correct, who's not, and maybe you say somebody, one of the other content creators is misinformed. You let them know, they'll dig into it and say, oh guys, sorry, this is actually true, and maybe they'll improve their content. I mean, when you're a small creator, constructive criticism is key.
It is key. Yeah.
So
we still love it.
So I'm not saying, discredit any, content creators with a low amount of subscribers, because there are some hidden gems in there that deserve a lot more subs. But just, don't stick to one source and say, this is my news, just in case. Also, if you don't have a Twitter, get a Twitter and follow F13 the game. And Wes and Daniel and Ronnie.
There's stuff that's spread on my forum. Like there's like the dev's son or whatever. That was bullshit. We all know that was bullshit. There was like the new DLC clothing pack. Like that was the April Fool's joke, but it fucking blew up.
Oh, the nude.
Yeah, the nude clothing pack. God. First of all, why would they do that? This game failed ESRB in Australia, but no, they're gonna go ahead and put nudity in the fucking game. Come on, use your brain. Why would that happen? Like, no, it's not gonna happen.
Yeah, you'd be surprised at how much one person can make a damage.
No, that was bad. There were a lot of F13 April Fool's pranks. That one did some damage.
and again, if you I looked at it and immediately knew it was fake. Because I'm like
the font was different.
The font was different, and I'm like, where's the Part 7 kill pack?
Right.
Like that's the only DLC that's not there. I'm like, oh, so it's just photoshopped over.
Pretty well done.
It is, but like the font was different.
Yeah.
On it. And I'm like, and also you look at it and you're like, no, that's no.
Nice try.
I don't think so. That's where we're at with that, though.
Rant over.
Yeah, I think we need to get off that number.
Yikes.
Hey, update coming soon. We'll be covering it. that's I legitimately expect like a release date announcement within the next like 10 days, and I'm scared shitless it's going to be this week. I'm diving into finals this week. All right, I can't have the update this week. I know we all want it, but I can't have it this week or it's going to kill me.
Yeah, my finals are next week. Not this
All right, so
week,
we'll do it next week.
What?
Yeah, I said it. But yeah, just keep your eyes peeled. Of course, any news surrounding the update we'll cover. So you do the thing.
Stay tuned.
All right, let's move on to our next topic of the day. Hopefully, we get through these ones a little bit quicker, eh? Halloween 2018. We missed it last week. I'm so upset because I want to talk about it, but the poster. We got our first teaser poster, which shows the mask, and take a look at the poster right now. It looks great, right? Like it's my phone wallpaper. It's that good. All right, it's beautiful. Now it wasn't confirmed, but it was very much expected that the mask was going to be aged 40 years, right? Like
You kind of have to.
he wasn't going to get a new one. He was going to use the same one, and it's aged 40 years. That with the poster, that's confirmed.
And it's like,
Yeah, the eye. This isn't like technically confirmed because you can't really tell,
Right.
but it looks very much like it. The left eye of Michael looks like it still has it's scarred and like gouged
From the
hanger in the first
Yeah.
Halloween.
Yeah.
That tiny details, man.
Exactly. That's something that when I didn't, I mean, you didn't, of course you're not going to really look at every little inch.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you would.
You're right.
But then I saw it on Reddit that people were like, "Oh, that the eye is damaged." I'm like, "Wow, that's some good detail."
so that makes me wonder, are we going to see an unmasked Michael?
I would say okay, because let's go over this right now. Okay, so we have this week. Last week we got the poster. This week we got a trailer at CinemaCon, which we didn't get to see. You probably didn't get to see it. 90% of you probably didn't. 99% of you probably didn't get to see it. If you were at CinemaCon, you did, and that's nice. This trailer everyone's been freaking out about it. Okay,
Yeah.
what we do know, because we already knew this, but Halloween 2: The Resurrection was being tossed out the window. We just didn't know how they were doing it. So we're right at the end of the original Halloween, and right after he gets shot off the balcony by Dr. Loomis, he's caught by the police again. He's returned back to the asylum, back to Smith's Grove Sanitarium.
Yep.
Now this, that's where he's been sitting there rotting away for 40 years. Now through that time, Jamie Lee Curtis, Laurie Strode has been prepared. She has a daughter. Okay, Judy Greer.
Yep.
But she's always just been there waiting, knowing that at some point he was gonna come back. Okay. Now she's basically the Dr. Loomis of the film.
Right.
She's advanced through that, and now she's the one that has to be obsessed with Michael and make sure that his evil entity doesn't destroy the world again. All right. It is absolutely confirmed that they're not siblings.
Yeah.
This was big because this brought the question: if you throw out two, are they siblings still? And there's a line within that trailer, something on the lines of, "Didn't her brother kill all those people back in '78?" It was like, well, no, that was just a rumor that went around. That's bullshit. So,
Wow. Just really cutting real quick.
yeah, I personally always thought that's kind of how it should be.
Yeah. Right.
That they shouldn't be siblings. Of course, like I love Halloween 1, 2, and H2O. I think that's a perfect trilogy right there. But like, hey, you toss them out, fine, I'll work with it. Him being at the asylum, that does mean he doesn't have his mask on. And I know there's a scene somewhere in the trailer that he gets his mask back from like one of the authorities. Like I don't understand why they have the mask, but
Probably evidence lock or something like that.
yeah,
Maybe,
somehow somebody gives him his mask back at some point.
Or he gets it back.
Right. So I don't know. I don't think they'll show his face because that just takes away the power that is Michael.
Correct.
But like he will have a mask off. Mask off.
Mask off.
So now there's several scenes throughout this trailer that people have been freaking out over. One in particular being one that happens within a bathroom stall.
Yeah.
There's this girl, she's in the bathroom stall, just doing her tang, all right? And Michael stands at the door, his feet are shown underneath the door, and then he reaches over and drops a dozen bloody teeth in the ground in front of her. To me, I need to see it before I can really give my proper opinion on it.
Yep.
To me, that sounds so Rob Zombie, and I was like, I don't know if Michael would do that. I don't know if he'd do that.
Unless that was his teeth.
Like,
nope, fucking done with that.
You bitch. Yeah, I don't. I've always seen Michael as the stalker kind, not looking to scare, just stare you down.
Right.
Yeah.
And for him to drop the teeth like that, it brought me back to the fucking scene in Rob Zombie's Halloween, where he's in the bathroom at the truck stop. And I was just kind of like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
So until I see it, I really can't give the context. We've heard David Gordon Green and Danny McBride say several times that this is not a gore show. This is true suspense and terrifying.
Yeah.
If that's the case, I don't think the teeth fit into that explanation. But I mean, I hope the rest of the film plays out more in the suspense factor.
Right.
I've heard people are saying it's terrifying.
Yeah.
So I don't know. If it's terrifying, it's probably not gore filled then.
Yeah, you don't really think of Michael to be the one that just sits there and absolutely freaking slaughters somebody.
Yeah, like Halloween, none of the kills are repetitive stabs. They're quick. They're strangles. And he admires the kill.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know. I never. That's one of the reasons I never liked Rob Zombie's Halloween, because like it just seemed like pent up rage.
Yeah.
And I just don't think that's how Michael was.
Yeah.
Michael just kind of did it.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
He's just like,
in Rob Zombies.
"All right,
Yeah. In Rob Zombies, it was built up through years of abuse, and then finally he just snaps.
Yeah.
In the original Halloween, you just cut in and he's chilling. He's like, well,
He's just a
gotta
6-year-old kid.
do the deed.
Yeah, just
Do the
does
deed.
it, right? Like
Yeah.
that's evil. That's like that's pure evil to me. And I think if you, I don't. They're not adding motive to it. I just think I don't know. It just seems weird to me.
Right.
But I'm not going to judge it properly until I see it.
Right.
I'm just saying.
Which you can't.
I can't do it
If there's
until I play the single player challenges. I can't judge.
I mean, if there's a few gruesome kills, cool. But
Yeah, it just depends how they go.
Just don't
They go
overdo
about
it.
it. I don't want a gore show.
don't Rob Zombie it.
You know how much blood there is in the first Halloween? Like none.
Yeah.
They're so minimal.
Probably the most you see is on.
Yeah, her
Blood.
shoulder. Yeah, when she gets
Yeah.
cut. Like there's really no blood.
Even when.
You just think you saw a lot of blood.
Even when you see like, when he shoves a fucking shotgun through.
No, like Kathleen Kinmont?
Yeah, like, you really don't see a whole lot of blood there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Halloween wasn't ever a blood fest, and again with that teeth scene, that just. It's a little different from what we expected from old school, Carpenter.
That seems like pent up rage to me.
Right.
Like to go, he had to kill somebody and rip their teeth out.
and
That's
then,
rage,
and then scare
man.
someone.
Yeah,
with it.
and that's rage, dude.
Yes.
And carry him around.
Like,
That's like a trophy.
yeah, that just seems like rage to me. I don't know.
Unless it's his teeth, which I don't know.
He has been known. I mean, Michael in the first one was known for like he took his sister's tombstone and put Annie on the bed with it.
Yeah.
That was kind of a trophy system there. So I don't know. Teeth just feels different to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Teeth is kind of fucked up. That's like a.
Again, we'll have to see. Hopefully, that comes in a trailer pretty soon. That'd be
They released it to.
that'd be good to see.
A con.
Yeah, it was
Do you
just-
think it's
just
coming
Cinemacon.
soon.
So, all right. Well, Nick Castle put on Twitter that he was in touch with David Gordon Green, and he was like, "Hey, when are we getting a trailer?" And then David was like, "Well, right now we're looking probably still a couple months." I was like, "Oh, damn."
My heart.
But he's like, "Now hold on, based on the insane reaction from people reading this and the reaction they got at CinemaCon, they might push the trailer up because of that.
Yeah.
So we might only be like a month out, a few weeks. I don't know.
Even if it's just like a little one.
Listen, I'll
Just
take
give
a 30-second trailer. I'll take a 20-second trailer. I'll
I-
take a 5-second trailer.
I just need something to tickle my balls.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah.
Right?
That's a
Yeah.
teaser for you.
I mean, yeah. It's we definitely want to see some of the stuff we heard from that CinemaCon footage. Like, everything. Of course, they're going to take some highlights. Hopefully, those aren't all the highlights. You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't.
I would
say it's
hope.
Close.
I would hope not. So hopefully we can see that. We want to analyze that teeth.
Well, it's funny that they say that like everyone's saying the trailer is terrifying, but the only thing that we've talked about in terms of Michael doing is that teeth moment.
Yeah.
Like there hasn't been a well done breakdown of everything else he's done. So I don't really know how the trailer goes. It's terrifying. I know
Could
Laurie
be
Strode's a
music.
badass. So
The music, John Carpenter.
could be.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just work here. So excited to see it. I think we really want to react to that trailer live. So, like, if that trailer comes out and we have the patience to wait, we might react to it live.
Yeah, on like a stream.
Yeah, so we'll see about that. I don't want to be a reaction channel, but
This changes the game.
it's my love for the film,
Right.
All right, let's move on to our next topic of the day. To Hell and Back. To Hell and Back, the Kane Horror Story, presented by Dread Central Presents. We'll be getting a theatrical release in limited theaters on June 28th and June 29th, and then to follow shortly after that, going to VOD and Blu-ray/DVD combo release on Friday, July 13th.
Yeah.
Perfect release. Perfect release date for them. I'm proud of them. I'm glad they got a theatrical release.
Yes.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. I'm going to get my hand on the Blu-ray DVD combo pack the second it comes out.
Oh.
We'll probably do a review of that, a short review of that, either on Slashcast or something privately on the website.
Right. We already have a somewhat of a review up. Again, we didn't want to spoil too much or go in depth. Actually, we were asked not to.
Yeah. So upon that release, we're going to do a better review of it. We're also in touch with Master Macabre to do another interview with them too.
Yeah, second interview.
So and then we're going to talk to Kane as well. So
yeah,
we got plans to help push this to you. Stay tuned.
You need to see.
And yeah,
you need to see.
You need to
right.
see.
We have a review out, and it was so good.
Yeah, it's awesome. I just watched it again the other day.
Yeah, we just watched it yesterday.
I would honestly say, you got like your 30 for 30s, right?
Yeah.
Which is what people love as a documentary if you're part of the sports world. I would say it's up there with, I would compare it to a 30 for 30 quality documentary.
But now, how long was the runtime?
90 minutes, hour and like 40 minutes.
Yeah, hour and 40 minutes, and there was so much footage, we were told.
Yeah, it's like they had like 50 hours of just Kane interviews.
Yes.
So
and I'm sure we'll see a decent chunk of some of that and on the Blu-ray and DVD disc.
Yeah. So if you're interested in that, make sure you check out our review and our interview with Master Macabre, and then that'll be we'll keep it up to date. We have more to say about it, so we'll come to it. Tell them about the Kane story. Check it out. If you haven't already seen the trailer, you should go check that out too. You like it. If you like Kane Hodder, you like the documentary and the story.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know who Kane Hodder is, you might still be interested.
If you like Friday the 13th, honestly.
I was just about to say that. You may not even know who Kane Hodder is. And you watch that documentary, you're going to be like, what an interesting person.
Yeah.
And what a good person.
Yeah.
And and some stuff you never would expect about him.
It's true.
Yep.
He's nuts.
Yeah.
All right, let's move on to the next topic of the day. Stranger Things Season 3, huh?
Hey, yo.
So last week we got a tweet from Stranger Things Twitter account with a video attached to the caption simply being, "Back at it, nerds." This video, we're not going to show the video because there's really not much to it. The point of it is they're shooting. Yep. They're in production. Season 3 is coming.
It was a really nice video. If you're a huge Stranger Things fan, like that is your number one show, your life, you would get chills watching that.
Yeah,
it was. I mean, it was really well done. That video. It was simply just them laying out the name tags for the table read, and then they show up one by one or in groups, and it was pretty cool. But again, nothing worth in depth enough where we know anything about it.
Right. The only thing in terms of trying to break down the season and all, you can't. But we do know that the main cast is returning, and then there are some new people coming as well, of course.
Right.
They did over that. So what all the video is them sitting down for table reads across this fucking massive table. Yeah. There's a whole shit ton of them. But since they're just now sitting back down and doing table reads, that means we shouldn't really be expecting Season 3 of Stranger Things to premiere in 2018.
Yeah, right.
I wouldn't... Don't set yourself up for failure.
Right.
Don't expect 2018 because you may be let down tremendously.
Right. The fact that they just started a table read last Friday on 4/20, I think it was when that table read was.
Yeah.
The fact that they just started that table read.
You still got to shoot, edit.
Well, actually, because it said they were now in, production. So maybe that table read was from before, and now they're officially starting to film on 4/20.
But either way.
The 27th, I believe. I may be wrong about that.
I don't know, but again, it's Netflix loves to take their time, and it's worth the wait. It really is.
Yeah, it always is.
So yeah, it's a bummer that we won't be able to see Stranger Things until probably 2019. But
they may attempt to push October 2018
or even a December.
Yeah, maybe.
I would not expect it any time before October.
Yeah, it's very effects driven, that show is, and as the show goes on, it gets more and more effects driven.
Right.
So there's a lot going on.
Right, and also we talked about it before. A theme, the season 2's theme was around Halloween.
Right.
So maybe this theme is Christmas and it comes out in December or January. Maybe the theme is Valentine's Day or whatever. Maybe there's no theme.
Not do Valentine's Day.
I mean, a Valentine's Day dance with this and that. I could see how it could work. Maybe. Again, I'm not the Duffer Brothers. I'm not smart. So.
Fair enough.
But regardless, you should be excited for Stranger Things season 3. If you haven't seen season 2, everyone here seen season 2?
Yes.
You have seen season 2.
Yes.
Have you seen season 2? What the
Wow.
fuck?
Wow.
I'll watch it this week. I'll watch it this week.
Yeah, I love season 2. There's only one episode I don't like, and I'm sure if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. It
Better
just
than
kind of,
season one?
Yeah.
in my opinion, it's better than season 1.
Oh, I need to watch it.
Yeah. In my opinion, it's on the same level, but that's just my opinion.
When you're at to me, that's why I like The Conjuring 2 a lot. Like, once you already have a film that establishes characters,
Right.
and then you can run with those characters.
Yeah.
That's what season 2 did for me for the Stranger Things. It's like, we already know the characters. You
Nope.
don't need to establish. Let's just fucking run into it.
Right.
And that was cool. Yeah.
Right, you bring in your new characters and you get to establish them, and that's only a few characters. Instead of establishing, 20 characters, you only establish 3 this time, or 4, whatever, how many.
If you haven't seen it, go watch it.
Yeah, it's a pop culture.
If you haven't seen it at all,
It's a pop culture staple at this point. It really is worth the hype.
Yeah,
it's good.
It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right, with that, let's move on to our next and our last topic of the day. All right, Tremors, the TV series. We talked about it before. It's been a while, but we talked about it, and the fact that we don't get why. But on Friday, Kevin Bacon took to Instagram to inform us that the Tremors TV series has officially been canceled. Yeah, it's a bummer.
Can't say that I really cared.
All right, so Kevin said, quote, "Sad to report that my dream of revisiting the world of perfection will not become a reality. Although we made a fantastic pilot," in his opinion, of course, "the network has decided not to move forward. Thanks to our killer cast and everyone behind the scenes who work so hard and always keep one eye out for graboids." No, end quote.
Okay.
Yeah, it sucks. I mean,
if you're a Tremors fan out there, I'm sure you're pretty bummed.
Yeah. There's so many of them.
Yeah.
And they just progressively got worse every time. But I dig Tremors. I dig Kevin Bacon, Reba McEntire. I'm about it. But if they didn't like it, we probably wouldn't either.
Exactly.
There
are rare occasions where that is untrue, but a majority of the time, if they don't like it, we won't like it.
Yeah. Oh well.
It is what it is.
It's a bummer.
Sometimes you gotta let her go.
I mean, even just going over the synopsis of the show, it's not all that exciting. So the synopsis reads as this, all right? "The killer graboid worms that nearly destroyed Perfection Nevada 25 years ago are back, and the town's only hope for survival is Valentine McKee," as in Kevin Bacon, "who beat them once. But to do it again, he'll have to overcome age, alcohol, and a delusional hero complex."
Okay, I understand. It's a decent concept. But it almost seems like they're pulling off of, we got Kevin Bacon. We got Kevin Bacon.
Yeah.
I can see, he's overcoming the age, because the last time, he fought them.
It's been 84 years.
It's been a while. I could see the alcohol story,
That literally, that last bit, the age, the alcohol, and the hero thing, literally sounds like they pulled that straight from the Hunger Games.
Well.
Yeah.
Maybe.
It was kind of an interesting synopsis, but again, they didn't like it. The studio didn't like it. I don't think we're going to like it. Sorry.
Some things happen for a reason. All good things happen for a reason. So I would like to see
the pilot
episode.
I would like to just to see.
I'm surprised they didn't do that.
When there's a possibility, whenever pilots fail, they throw it onto Amazon. And Amazon, if it's part of like the Amazon pilot program or whatever, and if you like the pilot, if it gets enough votes or reviews or whatever, and Amazon would pick it up.
Yeah.
So that's a very possible future. Maybe Netflix is a possible future for that. I mean, with a name like Kevin Bacon, you're gonna get
someone will want to look at
some people coming back. So
that's what Zombieland did.
Yeah.
Went to Amazon. It failed at Amazon, but it went to Amazon.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
Who knows? But that is going to wrap up Slash and Cast today. You got a hashtag?
Hashtag be informed.
Go to school, kids. With that, let's wrap Slash Cast today. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. Editor, roll that outro.